You're watching Plassey News Network. The headlines tonight.
JCB sweep elections, transport strikes cause chaos, and Limerick FC prepare for Wanderers clash.
There were jubilant scenes on campus last night as the results of the UL Student Union elections were announced. With more on the historic outcome, Ciara Phelan.
National student voting records were broken by the University of Limerick last night as just under 33% voted in their new student union. The JCB trio, consisting of Jack Shelley, Conor Hussey and Roberta Harrington, will start their new position in June.
Jack, congratulations to the new UL president. Tell me how you're feeling.
I don't know, just no words to describe really. We've put so much work in the last 6 weeks, even between the three of us, and just the support we got was absolutely outrageous. We used to tell everyone that look, it has to be the three of us, you can't just forget about the other two or one of us, it has to be the three, so the nice the three of us got in now.
So how do you feel about staying around UL campus for another year?
Oh, sure, doesn't bother me at all, like, especially when I have these two beside me, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love UL, like, it's a great campus, it's a great atmosphere around.
I don't even have a voice, but I'm so happy. I can't believe the three of us did it. We've put on so much work over the week, and honestly, I've never been so happy even for the two boys. If I never got it, I'd been so happy for the two boys. I can't believe it is a trio. Honestly, I'm so happy.
Do you think that you're going to work together well because you've known each other for a long time?
100%. That's the point that we started off as the way we did, like, as in we just bounce ideas off each other. We're so honest with one another, and we just get on so well.
What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to learning a lot. I'm not coming into this job trying to be anything I'm not. I'm a normal student. I was never kind of that big into the whole politics side of things.
And I just heard you were on the phone to your father. What did you say, and what was his reaction?
Dad said, well done. I said, how did you hear? He was watching on live stream or something. So.
Okay.
Have you quarter tonight? He said, I said a few points.
Ciara Phelan, PNN.
Limerick commuters were hit with severe disruptions to bus and rail services this morning due to national union strikes. With more on this, John Keogh.
Transport strikes have affected commuters all over the country today. Niall Collins, Fianna Fáil TD, is behind the picketers and says that workers have suffered enough.
I think it's very important that we show solidarity to the workers. For too long in this country, workers have had to suck up the whole effects of the recession in terms of the diminution and the running down of terms and conditions and pay rates. And I think it's reasonable that workers can expect that at a minimum that their rates of pay and that their incomes can be protected, because they have their families to cater for. I think everybody accepts that companies and business has to move with the times.
Irish rail employees who work at double depots have also joined their bus air colleagues in solidarity.
We don't have any train services out of Limerick. It looks like that's going to be the way for the rest of the day. But we are hopeful that our train drivers will be back in duty tomorrow.
But at the end of the day, people have their families to look after, and they have to try and maintain their incomes, and I think it's entirely right and appropriate that the workers stand up for themselves. I think it's really regrettable that the government have allowed it come to this impasse, and hopefully it will resolve itself in the very in the near future, because we can't have the workers on the picket line. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to the travelling public.
Students at UL could be seen today queuing in large numbers for the 307 and 308 Dublin bus routes besides the stables. I'm John Keogh for PNN.
The University of Limerick has received an award for its efforts to combat underrepresentation of women in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Rebecca Stiff has more.
UL's Department of Physical Education and Sport Sciences received the Athena Scientific Women's Academic Network Award, which recognises the advancement of gender equality and representation in the workplace, particularly in STEM careers.
So Athena Swan is an initiative started off in the UK originally, but then it came to Ireland a few years ago. So it's basically promoting women in professorial roles in higher level education, so in third level universities, in the STEM system, so that would be science, technology, engineering, maths and medicine. You find that there's a lot less women as opposed to men in lecturing jobs, so it's just trying to promote them and get jobs for them and make sure there's an equal playing field for both men and women in these positions. UL, for example, has the highest percentage of women lecturers in the STEM courses. I think UL is on 34% at present, but I suppose if it kind of starts at a younger level, so if the girls aren't going into these courses in the first place, there's no opportunity for them to eventually become lecturers. So while we are doing work at the top level trying to get equal jobs for both men and women, it needs to start down at a lower level as well, which will be what we'll be looking at in the future as well.
I think it recognises the commitment of all of the department to gender equality and to supporting both students and staff, particularly the women, to be as good as they can be. So, but it is gender equality, so we're concerned about making sure that both men and women, males, females, both students and staff actually can rise to their potential.
Rebecca Stiff, PNN.
And now, Sally at the sports desk.
Rory McIlroy was eliminated from the WGC Dell Technologies Match Play Championship last night. The early knockout will be a huge blow to McIlroy as he prepares for the first major of the year, the US Masters at Augusta. Shane Lowry also had a bad day as he was eliminated following his loss to Spain's John Ram. In GAA news, Mayo travel to Omagh this Sunday to take on Tyrone in the Alliance Football League. Tyrone will be looking to set the record straight following their 1-point defeat at Croke Park last August. With playoff, promotion and relegation spots being decided, both counties will be looking to take home a win. In soccer, an injury-ridden Ireland host Wales tonight in their World Cup qualifier at the Aviva Stadium. Martin O'Neill's side comes into the clash on the back of a 4-game unbeaten run. But the Group D leaders are down 6 key players. Shane Duffy, Kieran Clark, Harry Arter, Wes Houlihan and Daryl Murphy miss out due to injury and Robbie Brady through suspension. Sticking with soccer, Limerick FC were training on campus this morning ahead of their important League of Ireland clash against Bray Wanderers. Evan Greer has more.
A rare sunny day here in UL as Limerick FC took part in a 2-hour training session ahead of tomorrow's clash against Bray Wanderers. Midfielder Lee J. Lynch says it's a must-win game for his side.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but we have to, be honest. Started very well. I know we didn't get a result of it, so it's positive. Having a good start against Sligo, and then we kind of stumbled a bit against Bowes and Finn Harsh, which is unfortunate, so we need to make sure we go up there and get 3 points tomorrow.
Bray Wanderers are enjoying a good start to the season and are sitting in 4th place in the League of Ireland table. Limerick are currently in 9th, 5 spots behind their opponents, but boss Martin Russell believes that his side will be able to turn their fortunes around in the coming games.
It's very early. As we look back at the games, our performance in most of the games has been very good, and we haven't. So we just got to try and improve the performance more to make sure that we do get it. But we'll probably, as I said to the lads in the games, play not as well and get points. It is a competitive league, and sometimes it can be just a decision that goes against you or a chance missed.
The Super Blues clash with Bray Wanderers kicks off at 7:30 in the Carlisle grounds tomorrow. Evan Greer, PNN.
Good evening and welcome to today's weather. It will be partly sunny with temperatures peaking at 14 degrees and gusts of 28 kilometres per hour coming in from the west. Tonight we'll see temperatures drop down to 2 degrees, so make sure to wrap up if you plan on seeing Irish country singer Mike Denver tonight in the University Concert Hall. However, spring arrives tomorrow with a blistering 16 degrees of sunshine across the east, followed by 14 degrees on Sunday. That's the weekend's weather. Now back to Sarah.
Thanks, Mark. And our headlines again tonight.
JCB sweep elections, transport strikes cause chaos, and Limerick FC prepare for Wanderers clash.
That's all for this evening. From all of us here at the PNN newsroom, take care.